guys, thank you for tuning in to I Am Her, You Are Me, Together is All We Could Be. So today we have a phenomenal guest speaker. Her name is Teliyah. Hey Teliyah, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I am great. Thank you so much for taking the time out to be a guest on my show. And it's been a little rocky trying to get you to come on because it's been me. I'll be honest, having so much going on, but through the holidays, Fourth of July and stuff, I'm so happy to say that I'm happy to have you here today.
Yes, I am. You're part of your team, and I'm so happy to be here.
Awesome. And I love how you wearing pink. Match my nails, girly. I got you over here on Zoom. The pink is given. So, with that being said, tell me a little bit about you. Who are you?
Hmm, that is a good question. No, I am who God created me to be, and it took me a long time to really understand that.
Yes.
For a long time, I have always either tried to walk a different path of, I don't know, I lost myself probably at a very young age. I finally spoke up in the fifth grade about being touched on, and I feel like after that, I lost so much of myself. I no longer walked in the identity of the name that I was given.
Mm.
I walked in the identity of many different other names. I called
Amen.
myself many other different things. I wanted to be a little boy for real, honestly, because I seen the free will that boy had growing up. They didn't have the responsibility that a little girl had. They didn't have the problems that little girl had. So growing up, I put my identity behind being a little boy because I just wanted to be free. So
Yes.
for a long time, I carried that weight of acting like a boy, being a boy, and actually thinking like a boy to the point where I felt like I really lost who I was for a very long time. To the point where it really got to I didn't like my appearances, and I remember at one point in time I used to put the tissue paper inside my gap and
Oh.
try to close my gap up so nobody would see it. And it used to be kind of crazy because that was only an image I put out there, like when I made videos, because I didn't like how my gap looked. But people in person, they seen me, and they used to always tell me, "Oh, your smile is gorgeous, your smile is beautiful."
Yes.
But I never believed that. I never thought that. I couldn't stand it. So for a long time, I tried to hide it. I tried to hide who I was. I tried to hide the things that happened to me. I tried to hide all those things. And by doing that, I walked in different identities and names.
Mm.
The first name was my middle name, which was Tasha. That was the one who I feel like, I don't know, she came out first. And I was
Yes.
walking in that name, and it was more so, she was more quiet. She was a quiet version of me. She was learning things. This new space of mine was new. Um, this version of me spoke up. But
Yes.
by me speaking up, um, how can I say? I thought it would have did something different, but when I did speak up, I felt like I did something wrong because the adults around me made it seem like I had ruined people's lives. So because
Yes.
of that, I had vowed to myself that I'll never say anything again about anything.
Well, I
So
go ahead, sis. Go. I'm sorry. Well, I do want to say the first thing that when because this is my first time to see you on Zoom, we haven't talked that much, but what stood out to me the most when he first came on here was the gap. You know, like that's so pretty. It fits you. Like your teeth is pretty. The gap is pretty. Um, so I think that's a good. To me, that's and I'm pretty sure other people will feel the same way. Like that's a good characteristic that you have because it's part of you. Like it's part of your God's given identity. Like God gave you that gap because the gap is for you. You know.
yes,
And oh, hallelujah. Even though you probably had those things that you went through in life, you probably felt like you had a gaps in your life. Maybe it's just the gap is gapping, sis. Okay, the gap is
thank you.
gapping. And I love it. And I like your whole style, your whole look with the short hair. Everything is cute. And you did say that you went through some things in life that made you feel like you had to be someone that you were not. I don't want you to go too far into details about what it is that you went through because you did disclose a lot. But you going through all those things in life, and you transitioned into the woman that God has called you to be. How was that journey? What transpired to this day to make you feel like, okay, I want to do what God has truly called me to do.
Ninth grade, God really meeting me right there where I was at, like in my broken spot. Uh, I tried to commit suicide, and before that, I tried to ask for help, and I went to the help, and the help rejected me.
Mm.
I went into the doctor's office to go evaluate myself. I told them how I felt. I told them the letters I had for my family. I told them the ways and my plans of how to do it. And after all of the evaluation they did with me, after sitting there conversation with me, the doctor looked out the room. On the other side of the room was my father. Yes. I'm not sure of the conversation that he had or they had together. I know when he came back in the room, he was like, okay, ma'am, you can put your clothes back on and you can go home.
Yes.
I can go home. So, like, the thoughts in my head was like, oh, so nobody take you serious.
Yes.
So they think you're playing. Okay. So it was just like, I was over it. But in that moment, God made me in my broken spot. And it was more like he was very open with me. He was very, how can I explain it? He was very transparent.
Yes.
It came out his mouth letting me know that it was nobody but him. Because it couldn't have been me thinking that, because me in that space and how I felt was more so, I'm over it, I'm ready to go, I don't want to deal with this. In the process of me getting ready to do that, God reminded me of forgiveness.
Yes.
But reminded me, he was like I'm talking to him and I'm praying, I'm like, God, I want to do this, and I'm trying to figure out, like, God, what's up? Like, where are you?
Yes.
And like, you know what? It's okay. I just come talk to you myself in person.
Yes.
So before anything, he responded. He responded back to me. I knew it was not me because like I dismissed it too as well.
Yes.
He like so before anything, he like, so you know the way to get to heaven is the way to forgiveness.
Yes.
So first and foremost, you know that your brother gonna be going to hell because of you, right? Because he's gonna be the one that finds you in here. So he's going to go to hell because of you. He's not going to be able to forgive you for what you have done.
Yes.
Also, not only is you sending yourself to hell, but you're sending another soul one.
Come on.
I said, hold on. You told me?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This not even the conversation I thought we were about to have right here. Like, that's not what I wanted. But in that space of him meeting me there, he has showed me where he could take me and the places that I would be if I continue to trust the process. He reminded me that it would be something that you would go through in life that had nothing to do with you.
Yes. That is so amazing. I love that you said that, because we have to come to a point of realizing, like, your story is her story, and y'all's story is going to be able to empower and uplift the next women to understand that what you went through is not your final destination.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that God spoke to you at that moment and to give you the strength to pull yourself together to not commit that suicide. And I do want to say publicly that if you are ever feeling suicidal or you are feeling weak, like you're ready to give up, there's a suicide hotline you can call. You can go to the doctor. You can go to the emergency room. There's things that you can do to avoid you committing suicide, because that's not the way to go out. And it's not about me, it's about you. And I'm so happy that you are vulnerable enough to even share that story, because you're not alone. I've had many women that come and say that they were on the verge of doing that. Everybody always say they planned it out. Let me tell you something. If you planned it out and it didn't work out, that should tell you right there that God has a bigger purpose for you. God has something greater for you, and God wants to bring you out. He brought you out of it because it didn't work out. So God brought you up for you to walk in this purpose right now as you are doing today, to do what he has called you to do. And I just want to say I'm so proud of you for standing here bold, strong, and fearfully, wonderfully made, like the woman that God said that you are. You're not here by accident. You're here on purpose. So you need to just continue to walk in your purpose and continue to be the great woman that you are. And like you said, God spoke to you. You said, how did you know? Because when God speaks to you, it's gonna hit.
It's not gonna be like, I want people to understand, like, it's not gonna be.
It's gonna hit different.
God speaks, you gonna know, because it's gonna convict you.
Yes.
You're gonna have a convicting spirit, a feeling of anything that you are doing when He is talking to you directly.
Yes.
Whether they talk for you, and then you gonna know. You gonna know it's Him. You gonna know it's not. It got nothing to do with you. You gonna know. And like, I can really stand here from the 9th grade to 23. I can really say that I have seen everything that He has envisioned and showed me if I was just to hold on.
Hold on. Yes. And well, obviously you have been holding on to his promises because I can see it all over you. First of all, you got patience. You know, you have understanding. You have a lot of great characteristics just by us conversating. Um, so you are holding on. So right now, how has your whole identity shifted in this season of growth?
Mm. It's shifted a lot. Something I had always continued to pray on, even in the space where he met me there, and I was just like, all right. I was thinking that it's going to be something real quick. It
Yes.
wasn't. And in that space, I had to relearn my patience because it was like,
Yes.
God, I don't want this. I don't want this. Okay, what do I do to fix it? Like, I don't want to continue to feel like this. I want to do something different.
Yes.
I reached about 18, and I'm like, all right, God, I'm here and I made it. I didn't think I was going to make it, but God, I made it, and you got me here,
Yes.
and I made it. So
Yes.
how do I make it and be a woman about it? Like, how do I be a lady about it? I don't know that curiosity. I don't know that side of me. So it was a lot more of just doing it scared, doing it anyway, doing it.
Yes. Let me clap for you real quick. Hold on. She says you gotta do it scared, doing it anyways. You have to do it not knowing what the outcome is gonna be.
That's it. That's it. And just knowing that his prayers are yes and amen, but learning different scriptures. Like growing up, I didn't really know how to really read it or really
Mm-hmm.
understand it, or felt like some of the things that I was reading didn't help in that season. But knowing that in different seasons, I learned different scriptures to continue to build my energy, build my confidence, build who asked me who he told me to be. So yes, I am beautifully and I'm boldly and I am gorgeously made. Like that's what he called me to be. So I constantly like affirmation. I went through a season where I was repeatedly affirmation. I said with myself because this is what I wanted. As the change that I wanted. So it was like God, like whatever it is, I want to see you how you see me. God, remove anything that's not like you. Remove anything and everything that's not like you. And then he started removing things, removing friends, removing family, removing everything. Like he removed all of it. Mountains was moved, and he had me in a place where I was really just it was just really me and him. He allowed me to love me when I wouldn't say nothing, but had nothing. And that's what I wanted to do.
Yes.
I wanted to love me without the materialistic things, without none of that. And I was in a space where it's like, okay, God, he texted me. He was like, quit your job.
Mm.
Hmm? I
Mm.
just went to school. What do you mean? Who's gonna pay for that? That's not what I said. Quit your job.
Yes.
Okay. So I quit, and everybody around me thought I was just, what are you doing? Like they were looking at me so crazy, and I'm like, I don't know. God told me to quit, and I gotta do what He said to do. I don't know. I was like, go to school. I went to school, and then as soon as I started school, it was a quit your job. Quit my job. Hold on.
Yes.
Who's gonna pay for this? It wasn't about that, and it was just everything was painful. My parents,
What?
my schooling. He made sure that me and my at the time I had a dog at the time. So me
Yes.
and my dog always ate. The car
Yes.
always had gas. I always had transportation. It was always something. But I used his word in everything, like just reminding myself of who I was, different scriptures every day, doing affirmations, speaking life to myself, like really speaking over yourself, like changing the music I listen to. I don't listen to half the music out here. Like I don't listen to it. It's low vibrational and it's all about a frequency. So you gotta listen to music that actually involve your energy.
Yes.
I
You know,
took the distance from social media. Like I wasn't on it because social media, this world, it give you a blueprint and try to prematurely make it seem like you're not doing something or you behind, and but you're not. You're always on track. You're always in the right space in the right time. But you gotta move the distraction out the way.
amen. You know what? Thank you for that confirmation because you do have to definitely remove the distractions out of the way because it's just distractions are not, it's nothing but the enemy trying to block you from what God wants you to do. And you know, I don't know you personally, but just based off this, like I'm proud of you. You know, I am so proud of you. I can see the glow. I can see the joy. I can just see God is within you, so you will never fail and you will lack nothing. I just see it. Like look at you. You like so beautiful. You like glowing. You just so happy to talk about God, and that's how I am too because it's like I don't know exactly. We'll talk more after this, but I don't know what He has brought you from, but I know that where He has brought you to, and I can tell that you are happy. Like you are not who you used to be. Like you are new and improved. You know.
I don't remember her. I had came across people who I met back then, and I had really had to sit back and ask them like on like a real note, like, can you tell me how I used to be back then?
Yeah.
You don't remember her. Like he changed me so much. like changed me so much. Like I could look at the pictures of me back then,
Like
and part
what?
of me, I was like, I'll cry because like some damn, like I don't remember her, but I know she was
Yes.
broken. Like I look into her eyes, I know she was broken. I know she was
Yes.
sad, but I don't remember that feeling. I can't tell you like how that really feel looking back, but I know like okay, yeah, she was broken, but I don't
Yes.
remember her. So now I had
Wow.
went back and asked a friend. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. That's how I used to be.
Like
Like,
y'all used to let me be like that?
yeah,
like, like
like
what?
that. Yeah.
Y'all was
They used to let me. And it was funny because I had one person who like, well, I don't know, that's that was just you. And I just loved it regardless. That was just you. Like that was your season. I'm like, okay, okay,
Yep.
I guess.
Well,
But
the good thing is, you got to go through seasons in life, and man, God is good because this is a new season in my life too. Just being here, and I do want to say I thank you so much for answering the call. I found you on TikTok. This is another wonderful woman. Where are you from, by the way?
I am from Cleveland, Ohio.
See, she's from Cleveland, Ohio. God, when oh my God, God is so good. When you leave that old season, that toxic season, that season that try to keep you stagnated and in bondage, you walk into the season that God wants you to walk in. This is what God will do. He will connect you. He will uplift you. Like when it seems like there's no way, He will make a way. Because like I said, I asked God for 2 to 3 guest speakers. Like I have over 600 women. I don't know if you saw this, sis,
Yes.
who wants to be on my show, and it's like I don't like she said I don't know what I'm doing. You gotta do it not knowing because I'm just here. God is not use her as a vessel to a part of my life and use me as a vessel in her life. So it's like it's all orchestrated by God, and it's just like I can see the joy in her. I can see God is one with her. I can see that He is really using her like to touch other people who have been abused, who has felt like giving up. But look at her as she stands today. She didn't give up despite what she went through, despite her, going through that stage of identity, not knowing who she was, but yet see how God pulled her out of the pit of it all and brought her to this phenomenal, fearfully and wonderfully made woman that God said that she was, and like she said, she had to stay in her word. She had to stay grounded. She had to do all these things to keep herself focused. And it's not easy walking with God, so I do want to salute you. You said there was a season where, you asked God to isolate and separate you. During that season, sis, I know you lost people that you didn't think that you would lose. How does that make you feel? And right now, today, how is the connection with you guys now? Are you guys, like, how is it?
It's not bad. It's just more so like when that season did come, it was more so it was surprising because it was like, dang, it was somebody very close to me. I'm like, oh wow, very very close. Like something I look at as a sister, like wow, I can't, but you can't go with me. And it was like another season where I felt like I almost couldn't take my sister with me, and I had to pray about God, like dang, not the one person I couldn't take. Like when I'm smart guy, whatever, like have it, you can have it all, like have it, God,
Yes.
have it, take it. So in that space, it was kind of hurtful because of like some dang, like I wanted that, but I always prayed for her. I always prayed for them. I always prayed like maybe one day that God will either change their heart, change their mind, that we can really connect. But I do remember one season when we tried to we tried it, and
Yes.
that came back around. But I was no longer. I had stopped smoking. I had
Yeah.
stopped drinking for a
Yeah.
season, and they had came back around, and they was trying to like kick it with me, and she was like, "Dang, like we can't really kick it. You don't do nothing no more." Yeah, I know.
That
I
part.
know. I
Say
know. It's
that
okay.
again. Yeah, I'm not hurt no more.
It's okay, like it's okay, like it's okay. So like then it was kind of like we really ain't really talk. Like we really ain't talk. For somebody I knew my whole life was kicking it every day. I don't talk to her. I don't talk to them. But we have a neutral relationship now. Like it's no ill will. Like when you reach out, we communicate. We spend some time together. Like she understands me now. She understands. Like okay,
Yes.
this is her. I gotta accept that.
And
So
I'm sorry, sis. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead, go
No,
ahead.
I love that because it's about it's all part of the test. I feel like it's like do you have boundaries? Like, are you truly walking the walk? Or are you just saying that you're walking the walk?
That
Because
part.
it's so easy to get easily influenced, and it's so easy to like say, "Oh, it's okay. Let me go just have this little drink or one two." But no, and it's so good that at least you have people that do respect your boundaries and respect that you are a changed person. And it's so crazy because I feel like when that happens, you're the strong one, because there's going to be a time where your friend come pulling on you and need you, and you got to be ready. You got to be equipped. You got to be able to withstand so that you can help her fight her battle, because everybody gets tired. You know, you got to come to a point where you do get tired, and that's what happened with me. I got tired of me. I said enough. It's over, you know. So and this is where I am today. And I wanted to ask you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years from now? Like, where do you see God taking you? You know, after all that you've been through, and as you stand here today as a woman of God called you to be, where do you see yourself going?
Higher.
That part, higher.
Yeah, like just so much higher. Not just higher on a level of materialistic, but higher in Him. I just see
Yes.
myself going really higher in Him. This past Sunday was more so talking about God connecting us to the right people. Like our names
Yes.
being said, our help is on the way, and it's beautiful to know that the connections are being made. It's already being made, and
Yes.
I just know that this is the season that He has shown me. He has shown me this season back when I was sitting and didn't want to be here no more. This is that season. I am walking in His word, like right now. Like right now, this is it. This is it. Using my voice as what He wanted me using it for, because for a long time I was silenced. I was quiet. And when I used to speak to small people in a circle, I used to always say, oh, you need to talk. Oh, you need to speak. Oh, you should make a podcast. You should do this. You should do that. And I never did. But like I sat back and I was like, all right, God, I don't want to continue, because I got called out.
Yes.
He called me out. He called me out. And this is why I'm in a place where I'm like, all right, God, whatever you want. Because
Yes.
you don't want to get out by God. You don't want to get not just called out, but getting called out by Him in front of a congregation is different.
Yeah.
He
Come.
called me out.
Yes.
He allowed me to let me know that I was walking in disobedience or rebellions.
Yes.
Because I was sitting on gifts and information that He been told me to go do.
And doesn't.
And that I was in a season where wasn't no job responding, wasn't nothing responding, but it wasn't responding because He had already given me and told me what you have to do.
Yes.
So until you do what I told you to do, will nothing else work out.
That part. And doesn't it feel good when you do what God calls you to do versus doing what you want to do?
It does. It does. Because let's know that you are. Many doors open up when you are more obedience. Obedience is better than
sacrifice.
Everything. Like so much. It's so much, and it's gonna be places and spaces where you gotta do it regardless of what anybody else say, how anybody else feel, or anything, because He not talking to them. He talking to you.
That part.
Like, He spoke to you about it, and
yes.
at the end of the day, when He question anybody, He gonna be questioning you. He not gonna.
Hey, ask, clock it.
You can't bring nobody else in there. You gotta give a real answer. Right?
Come on. Yes.
The one thing I don't want to hear. The one thing I don't want to hear is depart from me, child.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear.
Yes, that part, and that's what people don't understand. Like it's gonna be a time where you gonna have the answer, and if you are constantly ignoring God's call, and when you call on to Him, when that time comes, what do you think is gonna happen? But that's a different topic, a different story. Do you feel like this connection was divine and orchestrated by God Himself?
I do.
Yes.
Because I 1,000% do.
Aww.
And my godmother, the one I prayed for from God recently, I want to say back in April, she contacted me. She said two of them in 9 months. And then there's something about a speaking engagement.
Yeah.
And then the first one was 2 of them in 9 months. I found the 2 of them in 9 months, and I said, okay, boom. I found that. Cool. When I had seen your post on TikTok, I said, oh, okay, maybe this, okay. I'm going to just text. I'm going to just see. Yeah. And then you reached out. I said, okay, this is it. And then I sat back. I said, oh, no, this is really it. Like, this is
yes.
it. This is what she just said 3 months ago. Like, so, yes, I definitely do feel like this is definitely divine.
Amen.
Because I got told 3 months ago before it happened.
That's how God works. And I truly agree, too, because like I said before, I just posted I wanted 2 to 3. And I don't judge nobody, but I do look and I listen to the stories, and you gotta have patience, because I've been dealing with so much. And I said the ones that are supposed to be part of this journey, they gonna be here, and that's why I said I do thank you, because it's been. I messaged you like almost 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
been a
yeah,
while. I said, is they gonna wait on me? But
yeah.
that's if
Very
God,
thankful.
if it's meant, it's gonna happen. If not, it's okay. So the fact that you are here is like it's supposed to happen. And I do want to say, I truly thank you for answering the call and coming to do, helping me, walk in my purpose and do what God called me to do. Because if it was not for you, I wouldn't be doing this today. And it's truly a blessing. Um, to have you. Just take the time out of your day to come on my show as I'm walking with God and doing this new journey in my season in my life. It means a lot to me because um, you're my confirmation, whether you know it or not. And it's not about me. It's about doing what God called me to do. And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, God, you keep I had to give up drink. I had to give up a lot of stuff that I was doing to get where I am today. And is she yelling at your baby?
Yeah, they wanna. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He's gonna call my name.
I got kids too. I know how it is.
You
That's
know,
why
auntie to my nephews.
it's okay. Them your babies, girl. Them your babies. But back to like I was saying was, um, you're part of the process, and I'll never forget that because, like I used to say, I'm in the projects, working on my projects, but I'm not in the projects no more. I'm in a professional setting, and you're part of this new journey, and I know God is going to take me higher. And as long as I continue to prosper, you will continue to prosper too, because they say, if I'm winning, why won't you? We help each other win. So I just want to say I thank you once again for coming on my show and being a guest on the show and helping me do what God called me to do.
Have it.
And do you have anything you want to say before we close out? Go ahead, sis.
Um, lean out on your own understanding.
Hey, what?
And lean out on your own understanding
What?
and trust in God with all your heart.
Wow, that's the second time I will do that. And I think about it, I have been doing that, and I will continue to lean not on my understanding, but on His understanding, and trust Him during the whole process. I want to ask you before we go, how do you feel, or how do you feel since you came on my show and you were vulnerable, open up, and just being you? And if you had to leave a message to anybody here today, what would you say?
I feel great about being on here. I feel like I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. And once again, I thank God. I also thank you for continuing to just walk in your purpose and what God called you to be as well. I am also proud of you, sis.
Oh, thank
Um,
you.
if I can give anything, it was just trust the process. Don't allow the world that we live in today to make it seem like you got to push to be what they
Something.
want you to be prematurely. Have patience.
Yes.
Love your like love yourself. Get to know God for yourself. Like yourself. It's about relationship. It had nothing to do with religion. It's about relationship with Him. Continue to just ask Him and seek Him in everything. And I promise you, you seek Him first, and everything else will be added to you. Continue to be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace, and continue just to show love.
Wow. You know what? I thank you for that because, whew, I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry.
Hey,
You
it's
know,
okay if you do. It's
you
okay because
said
we are healing. We
that's
are
true,
really healing. And I learned that the other day, like, so wow, like it feel good. Like it really do
and
feel
it
good to
do.
heal. Like wow. And I
Yes,
found myself sitting there just crying because I'm like, oh my goodness, this feel great.
it
This feel.
does. And I think it's so amazing. Like you said the exact thing that like what you said is what I really needed to hear. Cause I'm not gonna lie, there's time. It's a lot, when you want to do what God called you to do, but yet you still have to fight your flesh, that's trying to pull you back to who you used to be. So the fact that you sat here and just said that, it's like exactly what I needed to hear at this moment as I'm sitting in this studio recording. I gotta continue to trust the process. I gotta understand just keep going through it, lean on not on my own understanding. That's why I always say my podcast is called I Am Her, You Are Me, Together is when we could be, because if we all come together, we uplift each other, motivate each other, we keep each other whole, we keep each other grounded to keep going. And this is exactly why we're here. to do those things. And I thank you for coming on my show. And I also thank you for pouring into me, uplifting me, motivating me, encouraging me to keep doing what God has called me to do. You're a blessing, sis. You're truly a blessing, and I thank you.
Thank you. I thank you. Once again, I got to give it to you because without you continue to walk and do what God do, even if you did it scared, I wouldn't even be here. So I thank you for continuing just to go after what he told you to go after, no matter what. And I'm proud of you, sis. I am definitely proud of you, and I see you as well. And I cannot wait to see where God takes you.
Yes, and I can't wait to see where God takes you. With that being said, I thank you so much for the 100th time for being a guest on my show, and I can't wait to see what he does, because when God is in control, there's nothing that can get in the way of it. Mwah.